I think mothers still need to be the soft, nurturing side. Maybe it's a lack of fathers. Maybe it's a lack of dads being dads. Isn't it a dad's job to put him in sports and make him tough? Make the dad step up.
The dad's got to teach them.
Stuff hurts.
Never give up your back.
Well, and life hurts. You're going to get knocked down. Get up.
Okay, welcome. I'm Adam.
I'm Ethan.
Welcome to Weighted Manhood.
Absolutely.
And here I go, starting off with
Well, it is 4:14
Yeah.
on Friday morning.
Yep.
I woke up at 2:45, which when my alarm went off right as I was getting here means that it's an hour before I normally wake up.
Yeah.
What about you?
I got up at 3.
You slept in a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
When you live at the studio, you can sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier.
Perks of the job.
Before we get started, I've got a rant.
Okay.
It may not apply to anyone that's watching, but
Well, I hope not.
yeah, but I don't want to hear your conversation out in public, and I don't want to listen to whatever video you're watching. I was somewhere the other day, and in the same place, it was 2 different guys. You know, one guy is talking on his phone like this, and you hear every bit of the conversation on both sides.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy across from him that's watching videos on his phone, and it's out loud. I don't care. I don't want to hear that.
They are equally as frustrating. And not to get political, or that's not political. I don't know what the word is.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's indicative of a society that's more that people care more about themselves than those around them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to really take it even deeper, I think it's the fall of an honor-based society that humanity used to be built on, society used to be built on, civilization used to be built on, both vertical and horizontal honor, and it's dissipated almost entirely to where you could be shunned from your peer group for acting like an idiot. And now there's whole peer groups that are idiots.
Yeah.
And they're just as important as everybody else.
And they're growing constantly. All right.
Do you feel better?
I do.
And I agree with you.
I got that off my chest.
Some rants I may not agree with. But then we can't debate because we said we weren't going to do that.
Right.
Okay.
Well, and I have a whole list of rants, pet peeves that we'll get to in future episodes.
Or your own little mini-series.
Yeah. Mini-series. I like that. Yeah.
You're welcome. You can use that. Are you ready?
Please don't say
it's
the rundown.
It's time for the rundown, baby.
Please stop.
It's the segment title, and you're not going to stop me from saying it.
And see, I don't remember us deciding on calling it the rundown.
The rundown. Anyway, hey, how was your week?
It's pretty good, I think.
Okay. You know,
kind of hectic.
To cut you off like we always do to each other.
Yeah. Or that you do to me.
Anyway, I had to ask my wife last night. I was like, hey, I'm getting ready for the shoot tomorrow. What happened to me last week? What can I talk about? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get back to that. You go ahead.
Well, so my week was okay, I guess.
Is that like, how you doing? I'm fine.
Yeah.
Was it actually okay?
I think so. No, I can't think of anything. Nothing stands out. So it was just
nothing bad enough to keep you stuck in that headspace.
Yep. Well, I say that. I don't know. Last week, and first part of this week, I've had some dark moments just because of, carrying that weight. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do.
But what about you?
I had a good week. So I'm working from home when I do most of my admin work because I live, as you know, like 40 minutes from my normal working area. So if I go to that town, I stay there, like at a coffee shop or whatever. But if I work from home, my 2-year-old is rambunctious. And he's like, Daddy's here.
Yeah.
Daddy wants to play. That's
it's
why he's
time
here.
to play. Time to wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I say, Daddy's got to go to work and I have to leave, he's like, okay, go sit down. He knows that I work there, but he doesn't respect the work there.
Yeah.
Which is okay. He's 2. So I'm just dealing with that. I need more clients. So if anybody needs training.
It'll happen. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, would you like to be a sponsor of the podcast?
I would. Why don't we talk about package options later?
Okay.
I had my daughter's 14th birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which my wife and I asked her for weeks, maybe months. What do you want to do for your birthday? I don't know. Cool. Day before? I don't know. Do you want to have a sleepover? Do you want to have a party? Do you want just family dinner? I don't know. Okay, so we woke up that morning, no idea.
Just winging it.
Yeah, just winging it. And she's kind of into the spooky season. Her birthday's in October, so we had kind of a spooky day. What?
Nothing.
Oh, did I do something to violate your pet peeves?
No.
Did you forget something?
I did.
What'd you forget? Just whisper it to me. Nobody will hear it.
I forgot to mention that it was my wife's birthday the other day.
During your rundown?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Braxton can fix this in post.
Oh, he can't? Okay.
Yeah. You say whatever you want.
So
he can dub over
it was my wife's birthday Monday.
There you go. We'll put that back into your rundown.
Yeah. So
I texted her.
Did you?
I did.
What a guy.
Because you reminded me it was her birthday.
So last weekend we had our oldest granddaughter's birthday gathering and my wife's birthday gathering same day. And then a friend of ours who shares the same birthday as my wife, she turned 16. So
more fun at the Smith household, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, good. Well, yeah, I had that. Son's playing football. He has bruises all over. So he told you, I think I said on the last program that he got to start because they had players out.
Oh yeah, and
he got to start again.
Okay.
When the players came back.
Good deal.
Yeah, he's starting now. Covered in bruises, but he's still in it, and he's still ready to hit people. So it's good. Shows resilience.
Heck yeah. So yeah, it is football season. It's getting cooler outside. My wife should only have to mow the yard a couple more times this season.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that? Your wife?
Yeah, she should only have to mow the yard a couple more times this season.
Let me ask you this. When your wife's outside mowing the yard, do you sit with a sun hat and like an iced tea on the back porch, waving yourself with palm leaves while she mows?
Yeah, with a little umbrella in my drink. Yeah. No. So I'm not allowed to mow the yard. My wife, that's her mower. It's not. Okay. It's not mine.
So she enjoys it.
Oh yeah, she loves it, and I don't do it right. I can't do it right. I've never.
Is she a martyr about it though? Is she like, I've got to go mow the yard now, but secretly she loves it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not that Kim would ever do that.
No, she, openly will say that, she enjoys mowing the yard. I have, let's say, I think I've mowed the yard maybe twice. maybe. And that was when she had back surgery. So,
I will say, this past year, I'm not getting emotional, I promise. This past year, I was so busy that I couldn't mow the yard, and the neighbor came and mowed the yard. I know.
Now, good for the neighbor. What a guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, but...
Well, we paid him for it. He's still a great guy.
Yeah.
Still a great guy. He's been a great neighbor. Anyway. Yeah. Oh. Speaking of wives. My wife's doing awesome. She's really supportive. I just wanted to say, like, this podcast takes away from the main focus, which is to provide for your family, because we think that we can provide something for other men out there.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say that both of our wives see us sacrificing time that we would normally spend working, even when times can be tough, to do this. And they're both the most supportive.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I totally agree.
So.
Totally.
Aaron, did you get that
Did you
nap?
get it?
Good job, buddy. All right. You got anything else?
Next topic.
Next topic is
the fast that's coming
Okay.
up. I have dropped the ball. We've got several guys that would like to do it with us. And
starting in 3 days?
Yeah. I was supposed to send out a text earlier in the week. It's Friday. I have not done so yet. But like you said, it's not anything you got to prep for.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was telling my wife. I was like, I got to get ready for this fast. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And I was already hungry when I said that, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
Mentally preparing.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got that coming up.
Yeah. I'm still nervous.
Planning on doing that next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Monday evening through Friday evening.
Yep.
And hopefully sometime Friday evening we'll get together and
break the
bread.
fast and yeah. And I don't know. I've thought about possibly. I don't know what it would look like. Maybe us all getting together.
Yeah.
At some times during the week, just to.
Well, and hopefully at least having check-ins.
Yeah.
Like even from the guys having check-ins of how they're doing.
Yeah. Yep.
And then maybe getting together. You know, you had talked about us getting together Friday evening. Where?
I don't know. We need to talk about it.
I mean, you already entertained so much here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and that wouldn't be bad. Because,
I mean, you can all come to my house, my 1-bedroom log cabin, if you'd like.
Yeah.
I don't know that the filming there is going to be. It's cozy.
Well, and I don't know that there's room to squeeze all those guys in here, but still, because
Are we still not allowed in your house?
No, Aaron is. You're not. We are also. We need to get working on the Veterans Day episode, and a statistic.
You did it.
Yeah, I did. That I mentioned within the last couple of episodes. I looked it up, and 77% of young men in this country do not meet the standard for military service. So I just wanted to, because I didn't have that percentage. So.
Well, and that really lends itself to today's topic. But I will say, just kind of as a prelude, I wouldn't qualify right now because I'm overweight. You know, my BMI says I'm like morbidly obese.
Yeah. Well, when I was active duty, I was, and I don't mean this derogatory, it's just what we called it. But when I was active duty, I was on the Fat Boy program.
Yeah.
And
in what do you guys call it, boot camp or basic? No, that wasn't going to be a joke.
Oh,
See?
okay. No, it was just regular active duty.
Wow.
And I had to really, really cut weight, which I was already cutting to possibly compete that summer when I went to boot camp. But I really had to cut weight because, according to their standards, I was overweight.
Yeah.
But
well, I was too. I made weight one time the whole time. So I'm 5'8", and I got out of basic at 155. And that was the one time I ever made weight because they said I couldn't weigh more than 163 or something like that. And as soon as I got out of basic and hit Korea, I hit 170 just from not being starved to death anymore.
yeah.
And that was it. I had to. So what happens is you get weighed, and your height usually doesn't change. So you get weighed once. I don't remember what the period was. And if you don't make weight, they tape you. And it's like a neck to waist, I think is what it was, right?
Yep.
So as long as you got a muscular neck, you're okay. So I always made tape. I never busted tape, but I was like 170 at minimum.
Yeah.
175.
Yep. Well,
which is still a lot less than I weigh now, which I'd have to drop some weight.
yeah, me too, but that's okay.
That's okay.
All right.
Do you want to go ahead and tell them what the topic is for today?
Sure. Are you ready for battle? The crazy eyes.
Yeah. Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for battle?
Are you prepared? It's just like a security team at church. It's not if something happens, it's when something happens. So you're gonna be in positions where you're gonna need to be ready for battle.
Well, that's one of my favorite sayings is you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Yeah.
Which is the whole thing is you don't have to get prepared if you stay prepared on those three tenets. Because most of the battles you face, you'll never see coming. Very rarely does a battle telegraph itself to you before it arrives. So.
Yep. And a note that I made somewhere along in here was muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
But not just, doing the same thing physically over and over, but being prepared in all three of those aspects.
Well, and each one of those has their own muscle memory. Mm-hmm. And maybe multiple ones. But, all right, you want to start with spiritual?
Yeah. So, spiritually, and feel free to interject.
Don't worry.
Yeah. So, you have to know Scripture, and you have to know the significance of it. Like, we're doing a deep study now in Ephesians, and we will, there you go.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So we have, you take for granted that everyone knows, and I'm constantly learning, but you figure out, okay, why was Paul there in that prison? And what led up to it. And the definitions, the biblical definition of so many things in Ephesians, we're studying it, we're learning it.
Sometimes we'll get through 3 verses in a Sunday.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the fewest we've gotten through.
Yeah.
But it was the first 3 verses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So, and it's beneficial to know the meaning behind it, but also to have that scripture handy because you're going to need it.
Which is personally where I'll fall down. Don't tell your wife because she does the Bible drill stuff.
Yes.
But
she has done Bible drill for, well, I don't want to say how many years.
Don't do it.
A long time.
My thing is, and this is wrong, I should fix it. I'm not one of those people that's like, that's just how I am. You got to deal with it. I can't stand that.
I know. Me too.
Well, then maybe you should fix yourself, okay?
Exactly.
For all of us, please. Go home, fix it.
Work on yourself.
Yeah. I dive deep into scripture almost every day. I try to do it daily. But I don't dedicate time to memorizing it.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference because I've got books that I've read several times, not just the Bible, but other books, some of my favorite books, like Fahrenheit 451, I've read 10 times maybe. It's my favorite book. I don't have any of it memorized, but I can talk about it at length.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, having that scripture almost as a personal mantra, you can call upon, all right, this verse or these verses speak exactly to this, and you can kind of recite it to yourself and power through things and fight the battles. Whereas just a deep dive, even the deepest understanding of something, if you don't have it memorized, it's not going to do that.
Yeah. Well, and you said that about my wife teaching Bible drill. The kids that she has had over the years, which, their family, their church family, well, several are in our Sunday school class now.
Oh, really?
And they can recite scripture and they can apply it.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Which
keys.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's if we're talking about being prepared for battle, you have to be able to apply it.
Yep.
That's part of the armor of God, right? The word is the sword. So you have to have it to fight with. You have to have it ready. You can't be like, hold on, I know there's something in here for this situation.
Yeah.
You can sometimes.
Yeah.
Not every time.
Yep.
Well, and I kind of had written down spiritual gear that we keep with us. Scripture is one of them. Prayer. And then the other one I had was accountability. So people to hold you accountable.
Yep.
And you got, for the other, two legs of the stool we're talking about, we've got mental and physical, right? You checking on your buddy's mental health. You checking on your buddy's physical health. May have a gym buddy, but you got to hold them accountable spiritually too. Mm-hmm.
So physically, can we go into physically?
Well, I had mental next on my notes.
Oh, okay. You go ahead.
And then I had one more thing for spiritual.
Oh, my bad. You go right ahead. I'll just be a spectator for a minute.
All right. No, I was going to ask you, what's your daily routine to prepare for spiritual battle? We like routines.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm going to go way further than, anyway.
All right, let's go back to.
So, just like when we were in boot camp or whatever,
I was at one station unit training. I was combat arms.
Anyway, so, beside your bunk, you unlaced your boots and you pulled your BDU pants down, and they were down around, the ankles of your boots.
What's the word for that? There's a word for that.
Yeah, there is. I still do something similar.
Do you?
I do.
We're talking about spiritual battle.
I know. But we got into routines.
Okay.
So, and I know we're
what color were your
in
boots?
The weeds. Black.
Yeah. You're old. Oh, man.
So, I wake up and I turn, I slip my feet into my shoes, and,
what kind of shoes?
I'm out of the bedroom, just within seconds. And I go straight to the kitchen, grab a protein shake, go to my office, and get in the Word. And
So does that look like you've got a reading plan or you're reading a devotional?
I read a devotional and I just go wherever it takes me.
Okay.
Which
Because you've read the Bible all the way through before.
I have.
Yeah.
But I want to do it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good devotion. It takes you through either daily scenarios or it talks about someone in history or things like that.
Yeah.
And it ties scripture in with it, so it's really good. And then I have my prayer time.
Yeah.
And I think I said something to you one day about the fact that sometimes it's hard to focus on your prayer, but then there's sometimes
Go ahead.
there's
There's a cat. Sometimes there's a cat.
Yeah, sometimes. And I lost my train of thought. But sometimes I can really get deep into my prayers.
Yeah.
And that conversation with God.
Well, and man, how much of a relief is it to get to that point?
Yeah.
And we were talking, I don't know what episode it was, about how I'll pray on the way to work. When I had a commute, and I still have almost the same commute, and I'll turn my radio off and pray. And when I first started, I was like, I'm not going to be able to talk for that long. When we first started this, we didn't think we could talk for an hour.
Oh yeah. And
but
yeah, we're
30 minutes in already.
Yeah.
Something like that, close, 25. But being able to offload, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because you can't download until you offload. Mm-hmm. Hey, right? That's a t-shirt. That's a crappy t-shirt. Anyway, but I feel like if I've got so much on my mind, I have to tell him what I've got, and then I'm ready to receive what he's got for me.
Yeah.
So, because if I don't do that, I'm trying to sit, be quiet, be still, and listen, right? And my mind's going 100 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm. Well, and something else. How many times do you read a devotion, read a piece of scripture, and sometime that day or the next day,
You use it in battle?
it's relevant to whatever's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Yeah. That's all. It's always, not that you need confirmation ever, but sometimes it's nice to have.
Yep. That's right.
Well, that's my daily routine looks pretty similar. I try to get in the Word first before I get distracted with work. Because for me, work now is fun because I'm building a company. And so it doesn't feel like a drag. So I get excited to work, but sometimes that can be a detriment. Like on family time when my mind's going 100 miles an hour and my kids are like, Dad, you there?
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, I get that too.
So that's spiritual. Let's talk about mental.
Yeah, I got nothing. No.
We saw that coming. Well, one of the things I was going to ask you is your mental mindset has to be different depending on the role you're fulfilling at the time. You were fulfilling at the time, right? So whether that was when you were in the military, fatherhood, husbandhood, running a business, working, in the gym, you have to be able to switch between these different mental modes. And that can be tough. And if you don't prepare yourself mentally, are you okay?
It's that time of year.
It's a stank bug?
Yeah.
Don't kill him. I don't mind the smell. It's kind of like a cleaner. Reminds me of basic training. You know when we were in basic, listen, hold on, stop. You know when we were in basic, they would have us just turn the hot water on and then pour all the cleaning chemicals together. And I think we made mustard gas. I really do, because I think if you mix like bleach and ammonia or something like that, it makes mustard gas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did that. I didn't have sleep apnea until I got out of basic.
That had to be an Army thing because we didn't do that.
Anyway, where was I?
I don't know. Where were we? Yeah, did it cause memory
mental
loss?
strength?
Yeah, memory loss.
But you have to practice, because otherwise, when you're dealing with your kids, you'll slip back into the military mindset. And I know your kids are all gone, but sometimes my wife looks at me like, "Hey, let's maybe dial it back a notch," because I'm in full. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And
one of our kids said to me one time, I wasn't in the military. And
part of you's like, well, maybe you should be.
Yeah.
And then part of you's like, ugh.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, well, I went too far now. Let's dial this back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then, like I was just talking about, having to have a business mindset. If you're trying to grow a business, you can there can be spillover, and there should be spillover. You know, some of your military discipline you should carry over in other aspects of your life. Your innovativeness in growing your business should spill into how you run your family. Mm-hmm. But you have to know where those boundaries are. And unless you're thinking about them all the time, you're not going to know. You have to be intentional about your thought processes.
Mm-hmm. And you should involve emotion to a certain extent. Emotion can wreck you in some situations.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it takes the wisdom to know how high to turn that dial, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not the same for every situation.
That's right. You know, if something, let's say, something bad, something devastating happens, which I've known several people recently that some pretty devastating stuff has happened to them.
Yeah.
But in your day-to-day life, you know, if you have something that could derail you, if you think rationally, okay, really, how devastating is this?
Mm-hmm.
And can it be fixed? How do you fix it? And see that in some way there is a blessing in it.
Yeah.
In some way. It may not be a blessing to you, but you may be a blessing to someone else because of the situation. But
yeah,
also, in which this kind of pours into the physical aspect, but with the physical aspect, you don't want emotion involved. You know, the worst thing, one of the worst things in a confrontation is anger.
Yeah.
You have to, anger makes you do things that without thought. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but just like a physical confrontation with someone, if you're angry, you're not thinking about what you need to do in that moment.
It turns off your filter, not only for your words, but your actions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
And sometimes, it's kind of a gauge too there. Sometimes a little bit of anger is good. My son playing football right now, have just a little bit of anger.
Yeah.
For them having the audacity to come play your team today.
Yeah. That's right.
I always tell him, hey, that guy across from you, make it his last day playing football.
Yeah.
Make him think, oh, well, I wish I had never come out here.
Yeah.
Every time you step on the field,
Yeah.
have that mindset. But if you get overcome, last game, they had these 9-year-olds had a brawl on the field. And it wasn't an all-out brawl, but one of the other team's guys pushed our guy down and then started hitting him in the head. And so what does our guy do? Jumps up and starts hitting him back. Who got in trouble? Not our guy. It's always the second guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he let his anger take hold. And, of course, then everybody's trying to... And I did yell at a child. I'm not proud of it. But I'm not really that ashamed of it either. I'm not as ashamed of it as my wife wishes I was. Because I was running the chains. So whoever's on the home side of the field, we play on the same field but one team is the home team, and some parents have to run the chains. And I was running the chains, screaming at this kid. And my wife's like, hey, sweetie, you're yelling at a child. I know. I'm going to keep doing it too. Come here, boy. And as the anger started going away a little bit, I was like, I am yelling at a child.
Yeah.
I'm only a little bit okay with that. And I only said like one more thing after that. And I didn't cuss at this kid or threaten him physically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're just getting his attention.
Yeah. I just wanted to let him know that maybe his actions were a little bit reprehensible.
Yeah. That's right.
Young man. Where were we?
Physically.
You want to move into physical? Oh,
Yeah.
I had a couple of things about mental.
Okay.
You're always trying to rush me.
Some of us
I'm
have
the one
things
with
to
the...
do.
No, that's me. The reason we had
Carry
to film
on,
so early is
carry
because I
on.
have a client at 5:45,
Yeah.
35 minutes from here.
Okay.
Anyway, how do we train and prepare for mental battles? I put read every day, which we talked about. We're going to start doing better on.
Yep.
One of the best things about the podcast is it's going to make us better people.
That's
It's going
right.
to make us better
Yeah.
men. Stop scrolling.
Oh, yeah.
Stop scrolling on your phone. And I don't like social media. I don't think it's a good thing that it came about, because overall it's I don't want to get it. That's a huge topic.
Yes.
Let's talk about that later.
It is. Yeah.
I'm gonna write it on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Braxton,
Yeah.
add this in post.
Yeah.
And then the daily routine just needs to be pick up a book and read. And I'm not a hippie, but a little bit of meditation, like mindfulness meditation, where you just sit and in quiet and you think just about how your body is sitting there in space. You're not doing any of that weird stuff, but just sitting there and meditate and trying to control your thoughts, trying to bring your thoughts back to nothing. Because then when your thoughts start running away later in the day, bring them back. Bring them back to the center.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, physical. Is that this book you have written over here? Is this for the physical?
Yeah, pretty much. So, and now you haven't left me much time, but so I do want to say this: we're not encouraging violence, but
Well, let's not get hasty.
sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah.
Sometimes, sometimes you have to. Well, you have to defend your family.
Well, even if you don't choose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how effective are you going to be at defending your family? And I know I'm going to step on some toes here, but how effective are you going to be defending your family if you get out of breath throwing a punch? I mean, really.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to think about it like that. It's not about you.
And if you've never been in a fight, throwing punches for 15 seconds when your adrenaline is at a complete dump, or at a complete, when your brain is full of adrenaline,
Mm-hmm.
you are breathing heavy.
Yep. And, we had said that earlier about muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
If you're prepared, I'm not saying you have to do it daily, but just like hitting a bag,
Mm-hmm.
if if it's just an automatic reaction, you know, that's being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, I said that about the bag. So boxing, martial arts. Now, a disclaimer: see a doctor before. Well, how did I? Yeah, consult a doctor before attempting any physical conditioning. We have to say that.
You don't have to say that.
Well,
You
anyway,
can expect the base level of common sense out of people, right?
no, you can't.
Well,
I mean,
from our listeners, what are you saying about our listeners?
hey, do you know coffee's hot?
Yeah, because it says so on the cup. Because that lady at McDonald's at one time.
Yeah. Anyway,
I know. So
make this
half of my first assessment with people for training is me telling them, this could hurt you. Are you okay? Let's ask all these questions to make sure you're okay. And part of that's for me so that when I'm preparing their programming, I can account for things. Mm-hmm. Like if they've had heart surgery.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to program differently.
Yeah.
And we're also not saying that everybody has to be at a certain physical level. Mm-mm. It's different for everybody. But why not be the best you can be? Mm-hmm. Everybody's got different situations. We both have some medical issues from being in the military. Mm-hmm. But we still try to operate as high as we can.
Yeah.
Even... I'm bulking right now.
So...
Not bulky. Bulking.
Okay. So... the next thing I wanted to say is... and this applies to you.
Boy.
Size doesn't always matter.
All right. Why don't you just continue there?
So, this has been back years ago. It's been within the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I was in Chicago, and I was having dinner out on the patio at Smith & Walensky. And so if you know anything about that area, there's the bridge. Where I was sitting, there's the bridge right here. Well, there was, and if this guy's listening, I'm sorry if I refer to you as a small guy, but there was, I'll say average.
Okay. That sounds worse.
Yeah, it does. I don't like the word average.
Oof. I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Well, and Kim got me a shirt one time that said motivated by the fear of being average. I love it.
I do like that.
So this guy was coming across the bridge, and
the small guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume it was his girlfriend that was, on his arm. Well, going this way across the bridge is a big guy with two girls. And as they met, I was far enough away. I didn't hear anything about, I didn't hear the conversation, what went down. I just know that like that, this little guy had just whop, whop, whop. And the big guy was on all fours, blood just pouring out.
Holy cow.
And it's like, oh my gosh.
He was not prepared for battle.
I wish I had a video of that.
Yeah.
And the one guy was.
Yeah.
It was just it was second nature.
Yeah.
And the big guy, these two girls are helping him up off the ground. And the other guy just, keeps walking arm in arm with his lady. So
there you go.
Yeah, you got to be prepared. I'm sure he wasn't crossing the bridge thinking, okay, there's a big guy if he says something to me or if he confronts me, I need to do this, this, and this.
You say that, but you think like that too.
Yeah.
You think like,
Yeah,
okay, if they swing
right.
for my head,
Yeah,
here's whatever. And
you're right.
it could be the nicest person you've ever met.
And we've talked
what's
about
the quote
that.
about? What's the quote about? Be the nicest guy in the room, but have a plan to kill everybody there if you have to, or something like that.
Well, and we have talked about the fact that, and most of it probably comes from a military background, but you evaluate the room and you size everyone up, and you know who are your allies and who
Yeah.
you try to figure out the alphas and the weak links.
And you check your egresses. How do you plan to escape if
Yeah.
you're not prepared to fight, or a fight's not what needs to happen?
Yep. So we said that about boxing and martial arts. You ever done Krav Maga?
No, I boxed a little in high school. But
Well,
Krav Maga. That's the Israeli Defense Force?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some pretty intense stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to do more, and it's something that I plan to do. Yeah, that's right.
I think they've got a studio in Nashville.
Well, there's one in Arlington.
What?
Yeah, I've been to the one in Arlington.
Let's go. At least you go check it out.
Yeah.
Because that's defensive fighting.
Yeah. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've got lots of friends that do Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
And, it's
really the popular thing right now, too.
Well, but it has been for quite some time.
Yeah.
Since the UFC really...
Yeah, back in like 2000
took off.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So, but... and someone was telling me recently... there was some guy, and I don't know any of the details, but there was some guy, big guy, that was having a conversation with a UFC fighter that was much smaller than him. And he was like, you think you could take me?
Oh, it's Bradley Martin.
Yeah, that's it.
He asked, it's his thing. He asked all these guys, I bet I could beat you in a street fight because I'm 260. Okay.
But let's see. Oh, and something else before we go. I've still got several things, but
we're gonna have to put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Which is the correct phrasing you told me last time.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
See, I don't even remember that. But don't interrupt. I looked for this video and I could not find it, but it has stuck with me. And ladies, if there are any ladies watching, please don't get upset with me. But this lady was a mom, and she said mothers have got to stop coddling their sons. I don't remember the age, but...
You told me it was 10.
Okay, I was thinking I had written down 7.
Maybe it was 7. I don't know.
But, and forgive me if I've already discussed this on another episode, but she said, stop coddling your sons at a certain age and get them involved in contact sports, whether it be football, wrestling, martial arts.
Something that hurts a little bit?
Yeah, because, well, we have a society now of coddled, not everyone, because there are still some men out there. Mm-hmm. But and another note I made here is, and I don't know who said this, but they knew a society of strong men would never allow what's happening right now. That's why they attacked masculinity first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why we are in the state that we are now in this nation.
Let me pose a question about the coddling then. Coddling, I agree, you shouldn't coddle you shouldn't coddle at all. But I guess that's just semantics about, I think mothers still need to be the soft, nurturing side. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a lack of fathers. Maybe it's a lack of dads being dads. Isn't it a dad's job to put him in sports and make him tough? Let the mom be the one he runs to when he is hurt.
And it's...
Let the mom coddle, not coddle, but let the mom be that. Make the dad step up.
Yeah, the dad's got to teach them.
Stuff hurts.
Never give up your back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and life hurts.
Yeah.
You're going to get knocked down. Get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get up.
That's right. And there's something else we need to write on the whiteboard and this all ties together. I said that earlier about emotion and fear. One thing that keeps men from physical confrontation is fear of getting punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
It happens.
You don't have to want it.
No.
But life hits you in the mouth.
Yeah.
And a lot harder than some other dude's going to do it.
Yeah. And what is it Mike Tyson says?
Everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. So one other thing I'm going to leave you with is if God puts a Goliath in front of you, he must believe that there's a David inside you.
Did you come up with that?
I wish I could say I did, but no.
Well,
I did
props
not.
For not claiming that as your own.
Yeah.
Then. That's awesome. I really like that.
Yeah. And I have lots of things quotes that I don't know who said it.
Yeah.
But
well, now you can.
I'm repeating it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, all right. Well, that's the three-legged stool then, and I have here that to be the whole man, to be a man, you have to have all three to bear that weight.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So, anything else?
Well, yeah, we need to do our
wrap up
book club.
Oh yeah,
wrap up. So and last week we
keep an eye on time because I know you need to go.
I do have to go. Yeah. Last episode we told them that we were going to be reading Abolition of Man. Mm-hmm. I said maybe we'd split it in half, and then I got the book and saw that it's divided into 3 sections. So we're just going to do that. The first section that you'll need to read for the next episode is Men Without Chests, which I love that right off the bat. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I started reading it, and I don't know if you have, but it's it's dense, and it can be a little heady. It's deep. It's very deep,
and it can be intimidating.
Yeah,
because I started reading it, and I was like, whew. This is one you really have to dive deep into to get where he's coming from.
Yeah. So the overall theme of the book is objective versus subjective. It's the idea of objective value. Kind of like everybody has their own truth now. So we won't talk much about it. Don't get lost in the weeds. Read through it, and we'll talk about it.
Well, and the same thing we were saying about deep studies in the Bible. You need to learn about C.S. Lewis and his life and what led him up to writing books like this.
Yeah. Well, and this one is different specifically because he's mostly known as, either a novelist or a Christian apologist. And this book references the Tao, or Tao, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
The Tao, which is universal moral value, basically, which I think some Christians reading that might be like, I'm not reading that crap. But just read it. He's a Christian. There is a way to bring all of it to bear, and it's okay.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Men Without Chests for next episode.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So. Well, thank you guys for joining us on Weight of Manhood. This is Adam. I'm Ethan. We'll see you next time.
Take care.